Well, here we are. We're in Sawan camp now, and this is a typical room. 2 beds. I'm actually sharing with Lucas on this trip, whereas on the previous 2 trips I've done here it was a single occupancy room. So we have a window there which just looks out onto the next cabin in our quadrangle along out there, and again nothing really much to see, bit of vegetation. And we've both got a desk. I'm using this desk, this is my bed, and again that's actually the cabin in the next quadrangle along. And then out there is the entrance to the site, and I don't know if you can see very well, but there are some big black clouds up there and hovering over the top of us, because we're here at the time when Pakistan is being flooded by monsoons. We got rain in Karachi last night, and we're probably about 200 miles to the northeast of Karachi, and it's really humid, it's stinking hot, and yeah, I think we might get a little drop of rain here. So this is the room. We've both got an easy chair, no TV or anything, standard bathroom. Hopefully the camera will pick this up okay, and we have sink unit and reasonable shower, not too bad. I've been in a lot worse. So the shower's reasonably good and okay. Me filming. And one ever flushing bog, doesn't stop flushing. I think this is the room I was in last time I was here when I got medevaced out, because I can remember the toilet forever flushing in when we were here then, or when I was here. We've got a sort of a walk-in wardrobe, hang gear up. It's long sleeve overalls like many of the sites now to get in, and Luke's stuff, my stuff. So quite cosy. We've got Wi-Fi in the room, except my laptop has got the wrong drivers in and can't pick Wi-Fi up, so I am internetless. But there we go, normal story. So we walk out the door and the humidity suddenly hits us, and I'm hoping that the camera lens doesn't steam up too much. And here we have the quadrangle, and that's the entrance over there. So we've got 4 rooms in our quad. Our room, storage room, and a couple of Dutch lads in the room there who was on the same flight as us. And then we have a common recreational room, which is TV, fridge with soft drinks in there, and a couple of settees, and a kind of a bit of a hi-fi Wi-Fi system in here. Not that we'll probably be using that much, but yeah, it's just somewhere to come and slob out at night, I suppose, when there's nothing else to do, which there won't be, seeing as we're finishing early because it's Ramadan. And as I say, that's the entrance to the site over there, where the security's quite high. And this is the new camp that they've built, I think mainly for the juniors. We're in the senior camp, and not been in there yet, but I think there's some new PA gear, so I might be going in there at some point. So basically, as I'm looking across here, I'm looking north, and you can probably see the clouds are quite threatening. So we come out of here and we'll have a little walk around the quad, and we have a fountain in the middle of the quad, and I've never ever seen water. I've been coming here 6 years now. I think my first visit was about 6 years ago, and I've never seen water in there. But the pièce de la résistance is out here, where we have what is effectively an international standard cricket pitch and a couple of football nets. So this is what it looks like. Slow pan around. And these are the accommodation blocks. Each one's got 4 rooms in, and I just felt the first spot of rain there. So we have lines of trees and bushes all the way around, and there in the middle we have our cricket pitch with, of course, floodlights. It looks quite impressive at night, so a bit later on I'll film that. So in the middle of a desert we have this, and looks like there's stumps in the middle. I have never seen them play, ever seen them play a game of cricket here, but I suppose it's the first time. But you can see from the clouds up there, it's spitting with rain now, although it is a little bit brighter to the to the east of us, and as I spin the camera around, you can see we have our telecoms tower. The building there directly in front is the laundry, and just over there is the medic place where I spent some time last time before being medevac back to Karachi, and the main gas plant's over there, sort of in the distance. That block over there is the mess, that's the dining room, and then that's basically the gymnasium and sports facilities, which Lucas has actually just gone to the gym. Apparently there's badminton court. I might even be tempted to have a little play at badminton later in the trip. There's a squash court in there, there's a swimming pool, and there's a reasonably well equipped gymnasium. So this is it, this is Sawan. Here we are in the middle of the desert, and we've got all of this, well, middle of the desert, just a few miles away. It's actually irrigation canals, and which come in from the Indus. There has been some minor floods here, but only minor. You can see the evidence of the rain, but nothing like they've had down in the Indus Valley itself. So this is it, this is where we are. This is Sawan. Okay, we're inside the recreation block. Out there is the cricket pitch, and just over around the corner there is our cabin, and let the light sensor pick up. So what we've got in here is various things. There's a tuck shop, a little tuck shop I didn't know was there before in the corner, and through here a study room, but more like a lecture theatre than anything. And there are various little rooms here, basically meeting room. There can come coffee, read the paper, and down at the end is, I suppose, a carding school, DOMS, whatever, table football. And in here we've actually got a full-length snooker table with the accoutrements. Again, I only came in here last night for the first time, never seen anybody play, so we might come down and have a go ourselves at some point. And this is very well equipped for a site like this. You don't normally get anything like this, as you will see in a minute. So walking through to the back, right. I put the lights on, and as you can see, a fairly modern and well equipped gymnasium. Not bad at all, really. A little damp in here because of all the rain we had last night, but I know that Lucas comes in here and pumps some iron. And outside the only other place I've known this to have is our hood in Algeria. Although it's indoor there, we have a swimming pool and lounges. And over there is the workshops, and just beyond there is the control room. The main site itself is down through the trees there, about 200 yards. That's the mess block over there. So, recreation here, it's not bad. And the final part of the jigsaw, I can find the lights, and we get the lights on, and we have table tennis And believe it or not, in the desert we have a squash court. And that is a first for me. I have never seen a squash court on a site anywhere in the world. Not on one of these sites anyway. So, recreation pretty well catered for. Well, we've got plenty of wildlife in this this place, Sawan. Out there you can't really see birds, but for the first time I've known on a site visit, we've got wildlife that I've never seen before. Well, I've seen before, but not on site. And that is, we've got a bat. We've got a bat hanging in the, what's the electrical storeroom. Saw him flying last night, and he's thinking maybe just see him moving up there. Can't zoom in because I don't want to disturb him. And bless, not seen bats on site before. And I've been all over the world. But might be able to get a shot of him later on when it gets a bit dark and he does fly out here and onto the centre stage there and goes feeding. There's plenty of insects at night. It's absolutely snided with them, and especially with the floods. Sukkur's only about 40 miles to the north of us. The floods have hit there in the last 24 hours. We've got nearly 1 million refugees in the area, so not very good at the minute. Anyway, we're flying home tomorrow, so it's arrivederci Sawan.